Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Super Megaforce Samurai Surprise. Up on the Armada ship, Prince Vicar has lost his composure and is much more manic than he's been in the past few episodes. Down on Earth, Jake gushes over a motorcycle. The man who owns it comes over and Noah recognizes him from somewhere. As the man drives away, he realizes it was Mentor G of the Samurai Rangers. Back up on the Armada ship, a new monster, Matagor, arrives. He's been sent by Prince Vicar's father, the Emperor. Prince Vicar, Matagor, and Argus go down to Earth with an army of X-Borgs. The Rangers confront them and insult Vicar for some reason. They power up to Super Mega Mode, and they each introduce themselves by Super Megaforce and their color designations. Vicar tells his minions to Super Mega hurry up and destroy them already.
Super Mega hurry up and destroy them already!
The Rangers morph into Mighty Morphin. Jake uses the Power Axe's Cosmic Cannon mode, but just calls it Power Axe.
Power Axe, fire!
Why does this show insist on punishing me for paying attention? The Rangers promptly get their asses kicked. Can you imagine if the first time the Go-Kaijers transformed into Go-Ranger, they were weak and lose to some lame, nobody one-off monster? The Rangers morph into Lost Galaxy next. Once again, they lose. Noah even gets knocked right out of Super Mega Mode. Prince Vicar gets grazed by blaster fire and retreats with Argus and Matagor. Once back up on the ship, Vicar orders Matagor to go back down. The Rangers regroup at Ernie's and discuss their next move. Suddenly, someone off-screen gives them some advice. They turn to see Jaden, the Red Samurai Ranger. He gives them a power disc. Before the Rangers can thank him, he disappears. The Rangers head out to once again fight Matagor. Matagor gets mad when the Rangers insult Prince Vicar. He summons more X-Borgs, and the Rangers power up to Legendary Mode. Troy morphs into one of those Rangers from Dr. O's folder, then Overdrive, and then Ninja Storm. Gia morphs into Blitz, another one of those Rangers that have ever only showed up as a symbol on one of Dr. O's folders.
Legendary Ranger Blitz!
And then Gia morphs into In Space. She actually says In Space.
Legendary Ranger Mode! In space!
Unless you're referring to the season itself, wouldn't it just be Space? Oh hey, Space is a team that revealed their identities. Are they publicly known as In Space? Yeah, whatever. Gia then morphs into Dino Thunder, which I guess is appropriate after using powers that we've only ever seen as Easter eggs from that season. Jake morphs into Zeo, Emma morphs into yet another thing that's only a thing on Dr. O's folder.
Bet you didn't see that coming!
Then she morphs into Time Force. The team comes together and we see Noah is just in his base Megaforce form. I think there should have been a scene showing Noah getting knocked out of Legendary or Super Mega Mode. They power up and morph into Samurai. Troy and Noah use the disc they got from Jaden. Matagor is defeated and Levira, whatever, revives him with the Maximizer. The Rangers summon the Megazord and battle Matagor. Jaden and G sit back and watch. Literally, they just sit on their motorcycles and watch.
Boring.
Gosei tells the Rangers they've unlocked the Samurai Megazord, which the Lion Zord proceeds to turn into. So they didn't even really get a new Zord. The Lion can just combine and become samurai-looking. Could it have done that back in Wild Force? The Rangers defeat Matagor for good with a giant Fire Smasher sword. Okay, that's kinda cool. G and Jaden head back home, having done nothing. This episode kinda sucks. There's some stuff I like, but I can't get over Jaden returning and not actually helping, beyond giving the Megaforce team yet another thing. That's all the Megaforce team does. They get things. They can't defeat a monster? Here's a new thing. They need a new Zord? Here's a new Zord. Rarely have they ever not just had something handed to them. Jaden should have joined the fight. He still has his powers, I'm pretty sure. It's never said he doesn't. And I know Go-Kaiger had a story reason for why the returning Rangers don't morph, but Megaforce doesn't have a reason. At all. Alexing G back too, it makes slightly more sense for him to sit this one out since he has no powers. He can fight, but he only ever actually joined once in a while. It would have been cool to see both Jaden and G in battle alongside the new team, but instead we got nothing. I'm not sure what was stopping the crew from shooting some new stuff of them helping. Speaking of shooting new stuff, this episode is pretty egregious with Sentai-exclusive Rangers popping in. I remember back when this was airing, I assumed these unknown Rangers would play a part later. Maybe there'd be a whole arc exploring Rangers from other planets. Maybe they were from planets the Armada attacked. As it turns out, there was no plan for them. The editors or whoever just didn't cut them out, and no one else thought to reshoot their scenes, or even just find alternate footage from Go-Kaiger that fit. Seriously, 51 episodes, and this is what they settled on? We know Gia's thing she morphs into is called Blitz, so what are the others? We don't even get names for the other forms. All I know is that so far, the mysterious rangers that have shown up coincide with symbols on Dr. O's folders. Potentially, we could get 4 more unknown teams. 5 if we also count that Go Ranger picture from Sky's room in SPD. Prince Vicar has now transitioned from his initial more stoic attitude to a petty cowardly one. I don't mind though, he works in both roles. I love the scenes of him hiding behind Argus. Madagor is pretty boring, just another standard monster. Why is it so hard to give the monsters personalities, quirks, or even a solid motivation? Madagor is just loyal to the Armada and that's it. He was voiced by Richard Simpson. He's done many other voices for Power Rangers throughout the Disney and Neo Saban eras. Most notably, he voiced Keeper in Dino Charge and Galvanax in Ninja Steel. Oh hey, why didn't the Samurai theme play at all? I mean, yeah, it's basically the same as Megaforce's, but it would have been something. We can play it during Malcor's defeat, but not during something with an actual character from Samurai? So yeah, meh, sucky. Could have been something special, but nah. What a waste of a crossover. The only reason Jaden returned at all was because his actor, Alex Hartman, was on the crew behind the scenes of this season. I think originally the cameo was going to just be Mentor G, but they worked in Jaden at the last minute. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Super mega, super mega, super mega, super mega, super mega, super mega, hurry up and destroy them already!